Guess what?
What?
I got a new job. Yay! And I don't know about the rest of you, but the first thing that I do when I get a new job is I update my resume ASAP because you gotta be current in this job market, people. But the second thing I do after I get a new job is that I take a moment to reflect on all the jobs I've had in the past, all the choices that I have made to get me where I am today, which is here in Los Angeles, in front of all of you lovely people. And then I ask myself, is this job going to be weirder than the White Rabbit? I am about to tell you all a secret about Disneyland and Disney World. Ooh, hold on to your hats, people, you're not gonna believe this. You know those characters that are running around the parks? Those big fuzzy things that are mice or ducks or Plutos? They sign autographs and they pose for pictures. They have people inside of them. I know. I hope I did not ruin any fantasies. I hope none of you are like 5, because if you are, how did you get in here? They're serving alcohol in the back. Get out, get out. Okay, so back in the day, I worked for Disney World. I totally fell for the whole working at a theme park is gonna be fun. Because I like theme parks, and I have fun at theme parks, so why wouldn't working at a theme park be fun too? Well, because you are not the one on vacation. You are the one working while everybody else is on vacation. And people working at Disney have to like people. They have to be cheerful and smiling and happy all the time. And I don't necessarily like people all the time. I can handle some of you in small doses, Peter. But trying to interact with the public for 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, ooh, that's tough. So, which is how I eventually worked my way into the character department. Because my reasoning was, hey, if I am wearing a character hat, I don't have to smile. And I don't have to be cheerful, and I don't have to talk to people. It'll be great. So when you're training to be a Disney character, your final exam is you being put into a costume and being thrown into an area of the park, because they want to check to make sure that you can act like a mouse or a duck or a tigger or whatever. And for my final exam, they gave me the costume of the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Now, the fun part was that this costume was totally out of my size range, because all the ones that were in my size range were checked out, because it was the 3 o'clock parade. So you had a swarm of 5-foot-tall people dancing around on floats on Main Street, and I am stuck in the White Rabbit, one size too big. Kerflop, 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 kerflop. That is the sound of my giant rabbit feet going down the tunnels underneath the Magic Kingdom. My rabbit feet are gigantic. It's basically like I've got a kayak on each foot. And you know what they say about giant rabbit feet, right? They're really hard to walk in. I was picking up my legs as high as I possibly could. I was determined to make this whole thing work, because I was going to roll with the punches and prove to my supervisor that I could be such an amazing character. I could be a character that's out of my size range that I never even received training for. I mean, how hard can it be to be the White Rabbit? I've got a prop. I've got a giant watch the size of a frying pan on my belt. All I have to do if the people get to be too much is just wave, point at the watch, and then hippity-hop my way to the nearest exit. And then the parents can explain to the people, oh honey, yes, exactly, the White Rabbit, he had to go. He's late for a very important date. This is gonna be so much better than me in Chipperdale. I totally lucked out. Okay, so now I'm out in the Magic Kingdom. And when the guests, oh, they're not tourists, they're guests. When they see it's pandemonium, honey, grab the kids, grab the autograph book, grab the camera, it's the White Rabbit, it's the White Rabbit, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I pose for the pictures. I sign the autograph books. cap as best as I can. And inside my giant rabbit head, the bandana holding my hair back is starting to tip. Oh no. This isn't happening to me, is it? I am surrounded by an ocean of people. They are 4 rows deep, and there's the most adorable little 6-year-old girl right smack in front staring up at me as though I am a god. A white rabbit giant god. My supervisor comes over. White rabbit, you're late. Ah, my exit line. And the ocean of people don't move. The little adorable 6-year-old girl doesn't move. This bunny is going nowhere. How am I going to get out of this? My supervisor runs away. She's no help. This is a test. Now the bandana is starting to slip forward. It's going to be over my eyes in about a minute, maybe less. How in the world am I going to get out of this? I can't take my rabbit head off. We've all heard that story about the 4-year-old who peeped backstage when he wasn't supposed to and saw some sort of headless character, and his parents sued Disney for like $1 gazillion for emotional distress. I am not going to be that headless character. The best I can do is kerflop, kerflop, kerflop with my monster bunny feet and plant myself over by a wall. I move the ocean of people and the adorable 6-year-old girl with me, so now I have people, adorable 6-year-old girl, wall. I stole it from my sister this morning when I was getting ready for my character exam. This is obviously divine retribution. I turn my head from side to side, trying to dislodge the bandana, and all the crowd sees is the white rabbit vigorously disagreeing with something. The adorable 6-year-old girl looks at me and says, "No what?" Where is my supervisor? Hello, anybody, help, help, rabbit in distress, somebody help me. And now I'm blind. I'm blind inside my bunny head, and I cannot see. I turn my head this way, I turn my head that way. Nothing is working. The thing is, this banana is not going anywhere. Fuck this shit. If I am going to flunk, then I am going to flunk. I quickly turn around, I face the wall. I sneak a forbidden rabbit paw upside my rabbit head, pull the bandana down, get the rabbit paw out of my rabbit head, turn back around, and face the crowd. A little 6-year-old girl says, "Are you lost?" I sign a few more autographs. I pose for the pictures. And I hippity-hop my way to the nearest exit, where everybody is waiting for me, wondering what the hell happened. My supervisor did not see the forbidden rabbit paw go up through my head, because if she had, I'm sure it would have been over. But I passed. I went on to play a whole menagerie of animals, critters, and dwarves. I did a few parades. I almost passed out on a float at the 3 o'clock parade because it was 108 degrees outside. Why is anybody watching a parade when it's 108 degrees outside? Go inside. Go shopping. What is wrong with you people? I moved to Los Angeles, and I turned out to be a pretty good assistant. My specialty was working for crazy people. I had bosses who would critique my hair, who would critique my wardrobe, who would critique the color of my lipstick. They would critique me for putting too much salt in my food. They would yell at me in person, and they would yell at me on iChat. And for those of you who don't know how to yell on iChat, you type in all caps with about 10,000 exclamation points, and it's not corporately approved. And I know, because I checked. But through all of the madness, I smiled. Partly because I knew it pissed my bosses off. Partly because I knew. I just knew. I have survived being blind inside the White Rabbit's head from Alice in Wonderland. There is nothing that I cannot handle now. Thank you guys.